4 screens here, and then I'm going to give you some ones to practice kind of a little bit more, okay? I'm not, I don't know, I might put an assignment out there just so you guys have some practice on this. I'm sure there's a Delta Math that could practice this so you can have some practice at home. Even though we tested it at the end of last school year, I probably will put a table one on the first quiz or test, and I'll probably put a graphical limit one on the first one because they're important that we know them, okay? All right. So we are finding the indicated limit. So what on this first one here, let me get to the right thing. There we go. All right, so on this first one here, what is the x value that we're supposed to be approaching? -2, good. What does the little symbol up here mean? That means from the left, just like we talked about last year. So something I like to do to help me process that is I like to highlight on the graph where the x value is that I'm going towards, right? Just so that we can see it and it stands out to us. Remember when you do your Otis test, okay? You can annotate on there. On the AP test, not so much, unless they improve some things and you can actually annotate with a stylus, which you can't right now, okay? The annotations on the AP test is you can type something off to the side. That's not very helpful, okay? You could, though, hold your piece of paper, your scratch paper up there and, like, trace it over the top, right? You could do that, maybe, during the AP test. All right, so -2 from the left side, and it's literally, you have to come from the left. This would be the left side of that yellow, okay? So I'm looking for the y value to the left. So what's the y value to the left? 1. Is it 1? I totally pointed to the wrong thing, didn't I? I pointed to the dot instead of the axis. So 1. Perfect, okay? So same x value. This time, which direction am I coming from? The right. All right. So I'm coming along the function. I'm tracing along the function till I get to the right. What y value did it approach? -2. Okay. And then one of the things we learned is when I don't have a plus or a minus, that means the overall limit. So we learned that your right-hand limit and your left-hand limit have to be equal to one another for there to be an overall limit. So when my right and my left are not equal to each other, what do we write? D&E does not exist. And there was a slight difference in Delta Math the other day. I don't know if you caught it, because I know I didn't go over it's specifically in the Delta Math assignment. Delta Math was using D&E for the limits not being, the right and the left not matching, okay? If you were looking for like f of 2 and it didn't exist, then they were using undefined, okay? I think they're interchangeable, but that was the way they were doing the assignment, okay? Any questions on that first row? So I'm gonna erase things now, okay? And play with it a little differently. Okay, so second row. Oh, a little bit different. They're just asking for 1, okay? So I'm gonna go find x equal to 1 this time. Okay. I still have, even though they didn't ask me to do it yet, I still have to look at things from the right and from the left, okay? So from the right, what y value is it equal to? Careful. So I shouldn't have said, I need to say it a different way. From the right, if I trace this function from the right, what y value is it approaching? 1, okay. If I trace my function from the left, what y value am I approaching? 1. So I'm approaching the same y value. It's not what it's equal to, it's what is it approaching from both sides where the function is continuous, okay? All right, so does it match? So what's my overall limit? 1. Oh, sorry, it's not right. There we go, 1. What's wrong? Oh, the code? Hang on. There it is, RCIDHD. Got it? Okay. All right, while we're on that one, I'm noticing down here, they asked me for the value of 1 down here, didn't they? Could I do that right now? Let's do that right now, because you guys kind of already told it to me, right? The x value at 1 is actually this solid dot, right? So what's the y value? What is the y value right there? -2. Okay. So that's a case where the function isn't continuous there, but it approaches from both sides and it's the same. Okay. All right. We're going to try a couple more together here, and then I'm going to have you attempt a few on your own. Okay. All right. So let's look at what's my x value that I'm approaching this time? 0. So I'm going to highlight where 0 is because it helps me see it, right? Okay. And I'm going to look at from the left and from the right again. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So as I am tracing that function, oh, that's a terrible color to use. As I'm tracing that function from the left side, what y value do I get to? -2. Okay. As I'm tracing it from the right side, what y value do I get to? Also -2. So do the right and the left match? Yes. Okay. So my overall limit would be -2. Did they ask? They did not ask me to find that one. Okay. Any questions on that one so far? Okay, let's take a look at, oops. So what's this next one asking us to do?
X approaches 3 to the left.
Look at 3 to the left. So I need x equals 3, so I'm going to highlight x equals 3, which is this one here. Am I right about that? My eyes are getting old, so, 29 isn't what it used to be. All right, so I can't see it half the time. All right. Let's see. I'm coming at it from the left. So the left side here, what y value am I approaching? 5. Okay, let's look at the next one here. Ooh, is it asking me to do 3 again? No, it only wanted me to do the left. So sometimes it's only going to ask us for one side, right? What's the x value that it changed to in this one here? -1. So I'm going to go to -1. Here's my highlight, okay? And let's see, it wants -1 overall, right? So I need to look at the left and the right. So from the left, what y value is it going to? -3. From the right, what y value is it going to? -3. So overall, my limit is -3. Okay. All right. Last one they're asking me to find is the value of y at -2. So I'm going back to my -2. I should have done this one earlier. Sorry, I didn't catch it. Here. And I'm looking for the actual y value, not the limit, the actual y value. So where's the actual y value?
1.
It's actually at 1, right? It's where the solid dot is. So 1. It's equal to it there. Okay? Any questions? Because now is the time, if we don't understand something, this is the time to ask. Okay? All right, I've got a couple more. So the idea is we're going to get our practice done in class today, okay? Kind of a little bit guided, but so that we don't necessarily have to take this home if we don't want to, okay? That is not the button I want right now. I want this guy back here. Oh, this thing is going to be annoying. Get out of my way. All right. Okay, there's the next one. I want you to try it on your own. So give it a shot. Okay. give you about another minute, 45 seconds to a minute. See how you do with it. All right, is that the right one?
Yes.
Okay, apparently I clicked too many slides. That's okay, because we can still go back. All right, let's check it together and see how we did. All right, so the first one here, what's my x value that we're approaching, everybody? -3. Okay, so -3 is here. Okay, all right, so I'm looking at from the left, what y value am I going to? 0. From the right, what y value am I going to? So my overall is 0. Okay. All right. F of 1, I am looking for the y value at 1. So I'm going to 1. Ooh, is there a y value there? No. So either does not exist or undefined. Delta math is probably going to say undefined. Okay. All right, any questions on that? Okay, oh, we're still at 1. It wants me to look at the limit at 1. Why did I say does not exist or undefined? There's a hole and there's no other solid anywhere else, right? Okay, so that's why I had to say that on that one. But I can still find a limit because it's about what it's approaching, not what's actually there. Okay? All right, so as I'm coming at this from the left, what's y value is it going to? -5, it looks like. Okay. As I'm coming at this from the right, what y value is it approaching? -5, so my overall limit is? Remember, I could take my fingers and I could trace that and they would come to the same place. If I can do that, it has a limit from the left and the right, and that's the overall limit where my fingers meet. Okay? All right, let's take a look at this next one here. What is the x value that we're approaching this time? -2. So I'm finding -2, which is right here. Okay. And we are going from which direction? The right this time. So they're only wanting me to trace this side. What y value did it go to? 4. Looks like 4. Okay. Okay, I'm going to skip a little bit. Okay. I'm going to go to this one here, and then I'll come back to that 3. Because it's still -2. Where does it want -2 to come from this time? The left. So from the left would be here. What y value does it go to? 1. Okay. All right. And then looking at it overall, what do we notice about the limit? Doesn't exist because my right and my left are not the same. So this one would be a D and E. What about this piece right here? Is there a value?
Yes.
What does it look like on the graph?
It's not
It's the solid dot, not the hole. So what was the y value that was at? 3. Good. So that was all the stuff with 2, right? I'm going to go back in and fix all the other ones now. All right. F of 3. Okay, so let's look at 3, the x value 3. Okay, what's it asking me to find right there? Am I looking for what it's approaching or the y value?
the y value.
The actual y value. So that actual y value at 3 is what? -1. Good. All right, what about the next one, the 4? Is it asking for the what it's approaching or what the actual y value is? Actual y value at 4. Okay, what is it?
1.
Looks like 1. Any questions on that one? Okay. Not so bad, right? I kind of like the pictures. All right, let's do another one. I'm going to move it back one, apparently. We haven't done that one yet, right? Everybody give that one a shot, okay? Okay, here's what I want you to do this time, okay? I want you and your table partner to talk about it. I'm probably going to call on people this time, so have a chance to talk to somebody else about it and double check your answers, okay? Joshua, ladies, include Joshua in your conversation, Emily, okay? About 10 seconds to talk to your partner. Okay, let's take a look, okay? So, let's see. Dayami, what what x value are you approaching in the first one there? This is the right problem, right, guys? Okay, so what x value are you approaching, Dayami? I don't see a 3. So I'm looking for the x value. What's the x value? -1. Okay, which direction are you coming from? The left. Okay, so I've got to go -1 from the left. Okay, and then so what did you... Oh, I can't use red and yellow. That's bad, you guys. All right, from the left, what y value did you approach, Dayami? So I'm coming from the left. What y value did we approach? 3. So make sure you guys, you're ready to answer. all the questions I ask when I'm asking questions. So the technique I use when I'm teaching you guys is called gradual release, okay? I'm going to start teaching you the name of the techniques because we're going to use them this year, okay? And you guys are going to have to come up with kind of the ones you like the best, okay? So I usually do an example. We do it all together, right? The next thing I do is I do one where I typically let you try it and I ask you questions as we go through it, right? And then sometimes on the third one, I'll let you talk to a partner, right? So you're gradually being able to do this on your own, okay? All right, let's see. Jasmine, what do we need? What do we have to do for B there?
Find the y value of 1.
Good, find the y value of 1, perfect. All right, so the y value of 1, what are you looking for on the graph when you're looking for that?
A closed dot
Okay, and where did you find that at?
at 1.
At 1, perfect, good. All right, let's see. Joshua, on this next one on C there, okay? Tell me about what the x value is approaching.
The x value is approaching 0.
Good, okay. And then what did you get for what it was approaching on each side?
I got 0.
0. 0 for both sides. Okay, so my overall limit is 0. Okay, good. I like it. Okay. Remember, when I'm calling on you, it's not a gotcha. I need to know where you guys are all at. Okay. All right. Sadie, on D, what x value are we approaching? 2. Good. And for what does the plus sign mean?
From the right.
Good. 2 from the right. So we're here. Okay. That one's kind of interesting. Oh, no, we're not here. Oh, yes, we are there. Okay, so what is there? Is the function have anything at the right from 2 there? It's kind of tricky, isn't it? Because if I'm looking at the function, it's this thing, but doesn't it stop and have this huge gap here?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. So what do you think? What did you put, Sadie?
That's a 1.
You put 1?
Yeah.
That's the left.
Oh, I am looking at it the wrong way. Thank you. See what happens? I am right and left challenged. Okay, Sadie. All right, so coming at it from the right, we got, what'd you get again?
1.
1, perfect. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys can read better than I can. Okay. If it had said the left, what would we have got to put? Definitely D and E. Okay. All right. Let's see. Kaylee, what did we get for E there? Explain E to me. What x value are you examining? -1, good. Okay. X value -1. Okay, now what are we looking for? Huh? I highlighted the wrong one again, didn't I? It's been a great morning, hasn't it? I blame getting up too early. Okay. Now what am I looking for, Kaylee? The y value. Okay, so and what am I looking for on the graph? The dot, okay, and so what was the y value at my dot? 1. Good job. Okay. All right. Let's see. Karina, what's going on with F? Can you talk to me about F? What x value am I looking at? 2. Good. Okay, so I'm looking here. Do we have any issues there? Yeah, what's wrong? There's a hole. Good. I like that we're using the vocabulary. So are there any solid dots there? No. So what'd you write? D and E. Undefined, right? Something like that. Delta Math's probably going to say undefined when you look at it. Okay. The AP exam would not put both. Okay, they would put one or the other because this would be a multiple choice thing. It's not going to be probably on the free response. Okay. All right. Let's see. Sophia Sprinkle, what's going on with, or what x value are we approaching on G there?
2.
The x value, not y value.
Oh, G. I'm wrong one. My bad. We're approaching 1. -1.
-1. Good. Okay, good. All right. And then what's the plus sign mean?
You come at it from the right.
Come at it from the right. Let's see if I can go the right way this time, okay? So the right way would be this way. So what y value did you get to?
1.
1. Good job. Okay. All right. My other Sophia. All right, what's going on? What x value are we approaching in H? 1. Okay, so 1 here. And then what direction are we coming from? The left. Why are we coming from the left? How do you know that? The negative sign. Okay, so here's, did I do it from the right direction?
Yes.
Okay, good. So what was the y value we're approaching, Sophia? -1. Perfect. Okay. All right. And then let's take a look at this last one. Emily, what x value are we approaching in the last one there? Say it again? 2. Okay. So 2 is here. Ooh. What's going on with 2? Say it again. There's no solid, okay. And then what about the limit? Are we approaching the same thing from both sides? No, right? Because we have something from this side, but we already kind of talked about this. Is there anything coming from the left side? No, so this one would be D and E. Okay, any questions? Okay, I'm going to give you one more, okay, on here, and then we're going to do this with a slightly different way. Remember I said you were going to get all your practice in class today, right? So you don't have to necessarily take it home. All right. Oh, that's not that button. Let's do... This thing is in my way. I was trying to record it while we're doing it today. 1. All right, try that one. See what happens with that one. See if anything crazy happens with that one. Be about 10 seconds on your own. Okay, check it with your table partner or somebody at your table, okay? All right. I'm gonna flash my answers. I did them, and remember, I am still in the state of sleepiness this morning, okay? So I may have done them wrong, but I'm gonna flash my answers up there. So you can see if I'm right or you're right or we're wrong, both wrong. So check my work. A is 1?
A is 1.
A is 1. Okay, let's see how bad I did. All right, let's see. 3 from the right. Yeah, I have no idea where I got -2. I agree with you guys.
And then F should have a negative in front of it.
Okay, so 3 from the right, I agree, should be 1. Okay, and then F is, what is it?
3 from the left.
3 from the left should have been,
Negative.
apparently I just missed a negative. That one was a little bit more acceptable, right? What's wrong?
Should have C been DNE since there's two.
Let's see. We're looking at limit C from, so we're looking at as x approaches 0. Okay, so let's look at that one because that's a good question. Okay. So remember, when we're looking at the limit, we're only looking at what it approaches. So we want to trace our function. So tracing from the left, what y value is it approaching there? It's approaching 1. Okay. All right, tracing from the right, what y value is it approaching? Also 1. So remember, when your fingers could come together and touch, that's what it's approaching, okay? So that way I know that that's my limit, okay? We good? All right, any other questions on this piece? Okay, I just gave you a practice, okay? I want you to try it on your own. I'm going to give you like 2 or 3 minutes to do it on your own, okay? So 2 or 3 minutes on your own, try that practice, okay? It's on paper, so we're going to do something a little different with this one, okay?